Hey, this is Chris Jackson. We're down at the old school men's meeting, celebrating men, and we're talking about Father's Day. I'd like to honor my father tonight. My father, when I was born, made some difficult decisions that changed the trajectory of our family for generations. And I'd like to say, love you, Daddy, and I appreciate what you've done.
You know, as Clay Dyer here, as long as we're coming up here, Father's Day is approaching very soon. And what Father's Day means to me is simply this. I heard a saying a long time ago that says anybody can be a father, but it takes someone special to be a daddy. And I know for myself, I was blessed to have two wonderful father figures, daddies in my life. One, obviously my biological father, two, my grandfather on my mother's side. And these two men were great men of God. And they raised me and taught me how to appreciate the things I have in life, how to work hard, and first and foremost put my faith in God. And because of their example, you know, I thank God every day for the fathers I had in them, and my father in Jesus Christ and his Father God. And any time that you can be a man of God and lead your child in that way of the Bible and be a God-fearing, God-believing man, that to me is what a true father is all about. To all you fathers and my father and my grandfather in heaven, happy Father's Day. I love you.
I only wish I could be half the dad you were in the 12 years that I had you. I wish I had you longer, but if I can teach Olivia half the things that you taught me in those few years, I'll be a great dad.
Probably thank you for putting up with me and not killing me when I deserved it. I just want to say Happy Father's Day. Thank you for raising me in a godly home.
Happy Father's Day, Dad, and thank you for everything you do.
Pray for him.
Yeah, I would just, I'm fortunate and blessed that I had a father in my life, period. And fortunate enough that he actually taught me values and taught me how to have Christian character and to be a man of God. So I thank you for that.
Man, good to see you guys. How are you, sir?
I'd just like to thank my father for being a father figure in my life and for always being there, man. It's been good for me, you know, to be able to look up to him and respect him, you know, and just have somebody there for me when you need me, man. And I can rely on him, you know, and call him, and he's always there to talk to me. Maybe not always right when I need it, but he's always there and can get back in touch with me, and I really appreciate it. It's been a blessing.
I just want to thank my father for everything he's done and stood behind me the last 11 years I was in prison. And if it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't, in God, I wouldn't be standing here today. Happy Father's Day, Ricky Penn.
I'd like to thank my father for providing a religious background throughout my childhood.
As Father's Day approaches this year, I think about my father and the impact that he's had upon my life over my years. And there are a lot of good men who have poured into my life, who've invested in me, who have encouraged me greatly, but no one like my own dad. He has lifted me up when I was down. He has encouraged me. He has supported me always over my life. And I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for the godly influence that he was on my life. I was fortunate and blessed to have a father who raised me to be a godly man, to follow the ways of the Lord, to honor the Lord in my life. And I'm thankful that this Father's Day I can honor my father and say what a great man of God he's been to me, and a great man of influence, godly influence. And I pray that he has a wonderful Father's Day this year. Thank you.
Hey guys, happy Father's Day. We know it's coming up soon. When I think about Father's Day, personally, I lost my dad when I was 14. So I kind of was hard-hearted towards Father's Day for many of my years. But I tell you what, my Heavenly Father has shown me that using men that have impacted me throughout my entire life, because you don't have a physical father, doesn't mean you can't have father figures. So many men have poured themselves into me and educated me in ways on possibly how to raise my children, different things like how to treat a lady, those sorts of things that were not necessarily my physical father, obviously, but were able to teach me things that as I didn't have a father, I needed to know as a man. So to all those fathers out there who are doing that for young men who don't have fathers, happy Father's Day to you. Thank you for what you do, and God bless.